Hey, what's up guys? I'm Liam, and in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys all of my iPhones, except for my White 5S on iOS 10 and my iPhone 2G. Now, the White 5S, I actually got taken away from me, for being on it at night. Yay, rules. And then I don't know where I put my 2G at. I think I left it in my aunt's car, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'll have to go looking for that later. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. Still gonna do the video. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first up, we have my black iPhone 4S. This is a 16GB 4S, and it is running iOS 7.1.2. I will show you in the settings right now. As you can see, 16GB, and it's running 7.0.4, which is cool, because that means it has the old slide, or like the old pre-iOS 7.1 slide to power off screen, and it also has some of the like square buttons, like the call button and whatnot, before they switch to these circular buttons. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Here it is. It's actually in mint condition. That's why I keep it in this case, which I kind of designed. I don't know why, but yeah. Moving on, we have my iPhone 5C. This is also a 16GB version, and this one's on T-Mobile. By the way, that one's on Verizon. I believe this is on iOS 10.3.3. Let me put in my passcode real quick. Alright, now let's go into the settings. This was actually my second main iPhone. Well, no, just my second iPhone in general. Yeah, it's on 10.3.3, and it is a 16GB. And yeah, so there's that. Obviously it's blue, and it has a replacement screen with a bunch of scratches on it, and that's from me. I need to get an OEM screen for it. The button's like out of place and everything. It moves around and whatnot, gets stuck like that. That's really annoying. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It was $20. It's actually a decent replacement screen. Next up is my iPhone 3GS, 16GB. Water damaged, never turned on, and I did this kind of cool thing that I saw it on one of ACRC Hobbies videos. They did a video on how to make a clear iPhone 3GS like this, where it shows all the internals. Like if you have a dead iPhone 3G or 3GS, then you can do this, and it looks really cool. I just used the screen from another 3GS. I'll show you in a bit, but yeah, I'll link his video down in the description below, and he shows you how to make it. It's really cool, so I actually recommend you watch his video and do that if you have a dead iPhone 3GS, and if you don't care. I like it. It's cool. It sits on a shelf most of the time. But yeah. Okay, so this is the 3GS I was talking about that I would show you in a bit. Now, this screen actually came off of this 3GS right now, or not right now, but right here, sorry. Or at least part of it. Now, I got the digitizer off of this 3GS right here, and since the LCD, which I'll show you in a second, actually, never mind, I forgot I destroyed the LCD that came out of the water damaged one. Anyways, the LCD that came out of this water damaged phone, the connectors kind of ripped straight off of the ribbon cable. So, like, the ribbon cable was still there, but the little metal connectors that went on the ribbon cable, those ripped just completely off. I don't know how, but they did, so, okay. So, yeah, that LCD was unusable. It never worked to begin with, but I decided I would do kind of a risky thing and swap the screens, to where I took the digitizer off of the LCD that was on this phone and put it onto this one. So now this one has a good digitizer, which actually works. Now this digitizer right here had a problem with the touch. It was, I think, an aftermarket screen, so I don't know, maybe that was why, but I know the LCD itself is OEM, but I think the digitizer is aftermarket. But anyways, now this one works totally fine, and that's cool. So yeah, now I have a fully working iPhone 3GS. It's in very rough shape. I think it was in a super glue accident because there's like glue marks on it everywhere. There was marks on the screen. You can sort of tell on the home button there's a bit of like super glue or something on it on the left side of it. You can't really see it, but it's on there. And there was some on the screen too, which I scraped off with a razor blade. But yeah, I mean, it was in rough shape, but I kind of fixed it up. I kind of fixed it up. So yeah, this one's running 6.1.6. This is an 8 gigabyte. I'll show you right now. Not 6 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, 6.1.6 on AT&T. So yeah, it has some good albums on it too. Not gonna really show that because I don't really care, but yeah, that's it for that one. That one's a 16 gigabyte, by the way. If I didn't say, I don't remember a lot of things, honestly. Okay, so this is a cool one for me. This is a 16 gigabyte iPhone 4S on like 9.3.5. This was actually my very first iPhone. And I bought it for like $70 at the time, a while back. And yeah, it was a really nice phone, and still pretty much is. The power button could use a bit of work. It doesn't press down like it normally should. But it also needs a new charging port because it thinks it's always connected, but it's really not. So it keeps on doing this looping thing when it's turned off. So if I turn it off, it'll turn itself back on, or if it's dead, it'll keep on showing the low battery sign over and over and over and over and over until it just completely depletes the battery. Which is why it's not on right now, because it just doesn't have any charge. Maybe I can show you that it works. Nope, it's completely depleted. So yeah, I actually forgot to charge this one, so I'm sorry. But yeah, that was my first iPhone. Next up, we have this mint condition, well, almost mint condition, other than the screen having a good amount of scratches. This is a 5S. I think this is a 16 gigabyte, and I don't know what iOS this is on. I got this one out of the Target bin, and it is just completely dead, water damaged. I don't know how I'm going to be able to fix that. But, yeah, still a nice parts phone. If I have a gold 5S that I really need to swap the housing on or something, I'll definitely do that, because this is in mint condition. So yeah, that's cool. And yeah, it has good parts other than the screen, which has lines and stuff through it, which kind of sucks. But, oh well. Still a really nice looking 5S. I just keep this one on my shelf as well. Next up, we have this. This is a 16 gigabyte iPhone 4 that I got out of the Target bin. I jailbroke this thing as well. And yeah, it's just running 7.1.2, but I have some tweaks and stuff installed on it. So yeah, I guess I'll wait for that to boot up. It's going to take forever, though. Just going to say that right now. So might as well go through some other phones that I have. So next up, we have another 16 gigabyte iPhone 4 on 7.1.2. I jailbroke this one too, but for a completely different reason than why I jailbroke that one. I just jailbroke that one just because it was fun. But I needed to jailbreak this one to get the iCloud off of it. It had no passcode, but it had an iCloud account on it. So I had to take that off by jailbreaking it, because when I tried to email the owner, it just said the email did not exist. So, okay. But yeah. It's in pretty rough shape. The body is in terrible shape, as you can see. Like, everything's worn down. Looks like someone sandpapered it or something. I don't know how to say it. But, yeah. There's that. Oh, this one's already on. Alright. Well, as you can see, it works. And I'll wait for this to go away. Okay. And as you can see, I got, like, the little, I don't know, animation switched and everything else. So, changed, some of the apps' names, which that one's true because it's really unuseful. I don't know. I don't know. I just do some really weird stuff on this phone. But yeah, everything works perfect on this thing. It's in very good condition, like the housing is. It has so many scratches on it, though. And I believe this might be a non-OEM screen, but it's a high-quality screen, so that's cool. As you can see, this one's on. and it works. As you can see, home button works, and so does the power button. So I don't know exactly why that was turned on, but whatever. I didn't want to reset this because obviously the iCloud, and since I had an FMI on, it would obviously be iCloud locked if I reset it. So, you know, I didn't want to do that. But yeah, it works totally fine now. And yeah. Next up, we have one of the many iPhone 3Gs that I have. This is a very good condition 3G, I think, at least. Other than that being missing, it's a very good condition iPhone 3G. This one's kind of special to me because this one's running an older version of iOS. Not a super older, like not a really old version of iOS, but it's still on iOS 4, but it's running iOS 4.1.2. It's an 8 gigabyte, I believe. Yeah, it's an 8 gigabyte. Why is hair? Sorry. But yeah, it's a decent little phone. I don't know, I like these little 3Gs and 3GSs. I was so glad to get this one 3GS working. I was very happy because I've been wanting a good working 3GS for a very long time. Next up, we have a white 16 gigabyte iPhone 3GS. This one works. I'm just going to wait until that one turns on. Oh, this one's dead. Oh yeah, this one has a messed up screen where it kind of wigs out and whatnot. You have to kind of press on it. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but I mean, it's whatever. And the power button sometimes works properly and sometimes it doesn't. So, I mean, it's whatever. This one's in a bit rough shape. It has a black SIM card tray, as well as a broken piece up here and stuff. It's in pretty rough shape, but it works, and it's 16 gigabyte. It also has a bunch of apps on it, so that's cool. Next up, we have this iPhone 4. Now, this is an 8 gigabyte iPhone 4, and this one works totally fine. It's dead right now, but it's also running 7.1.2, which sucks, but oh well. Works totally fine, has a really good condition housing, had a cracked screen, and I swapped the back with another 4, which I'll show you right now. This is another 8 gigabyte 4, but this one had that cracked back. This one's not jailbroken or anything. This one works totally fine. It has a very good condition housing and screen and back now. So yeah, that's cool. It's not mint, but I mean, it still could use some cleaning here and there, but it works. So that's cool. Here's this iPhone, by the way. I'll go ahead and show you what it's on in the settings. See, it's on iOS 4.0.2, so that's cool. All the buttons work on it, as well as all of my other ones, except for this one. But yeah, this one's already on. That's cool. Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. I gotta wait until this goes. Okay, there we go. But yeah, as you can see, let me turn down the brightness real quick. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Anyways, as you can see, it's fully working. 7.1.2 iOS. I meant 8 gigabyte. Sorry. iPhone 4. Yeah, jeez, I can't speak. I'm sorry. So yeah. So here's an iPhone 5S. This is an FMI off iPhone 5S with a broken power button because I just need to plug the connector back in. And it has a semi-functional home button. I mean, it functions totally fine, and Touch ID does too, but it just presses in wrong and whatnot. Feels kind of sticky. But I bought this one for $10 off of eBay, so that's cool. And yeah, I mean, it had a messed up screen on it, and I kind of replaced the screen, I guess. I mean, it still has touch disease and everything. Not touch disease, but like after a while the touch just completely goes away and it won't work. So yeah, it was also missing the screen, the connector plate up here, and some screws, as well as like both bottom screws. So yeah, 16 GB works totally fine, other than sometimes the touch goes away, and the power button obviously doesn't work because I need to plug the connector back in. But other than that, good 5S on 11.4. And yeah, next up we have this iPhone 4. Now this is an activation locked iPhone 4, and it's dead, and the charging port does not work anymore after I tried replacing it with my 4S, because I thought this was a 4S since the back said A1387. I tried replacing the charging ports with my white 4S, but that didn't work out. I quickly realized this was a 4, and now the charging port doesn't work for some reason. It also had a plastic camera lens for some reason. Like, it was just plastic. I don't know why. And yeah, I don't know. Also has a very, very, very bad replacement screen. It looks so bad. But as you can see, it looks really bad. It looks like an older iPhone screen. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, it looks so bad. But, I mean, whatever. So yeah, there's that phone, I guess. Here's my other iPhone 3G. This is a 4.2.1 iPhone 3G on iOS 8. Fully working, totally nothing wrong with it. In very, very good shape as well. There is nothing missing from the housing. There is no housing separation. And yeah, it's in very, very good condition. Here's an activation locked iPhone 5S with a messed up screen because I just decided to smash the screen since it's non-OEM, and I hate non-OEM screens. I could be saying the same about this one, but this one's a pretty good non-OEM screen. Anyways, yeah, this one, it's just a overall really bad screen. This is activation locked, 16 GB, and yeah, it has a decent housing, I guess. Not really, but it would do if you really needed a housing, I guess. But, yeah, I just kind of have the screen taped there because I don't need to see the internals all the time. And because it kind of protects the internals, it still has a battery and stuff in it, so, yeah. This was actually the screen that came off of the other 5S, and I just decided to smash it because I was really bored and because it's non-OEM, and non-OEM sucks most of the time, so, yeah. So here's my iPhone 3G 16 GB, one that I got not too long ago. The Apple, this is kind of like, it can kind of get scratched off, which kind of sucks, but this one works totally fine. 4.2.1, and yeah, it's white, obviously, better condition than the other one, and there's no housing separation, or at least just about no housing separation. So yeah, other than that, I will put a picture of my iPhone 2G right here, as well as a picture of my iPhone 5S, the white one, right here. So yeah, that's all of my iPhones, I guess. So, if you enjoyed, please make sure to... Wait. I forgot one. Never mind. I actually forgot two. Oops. This is a 16 GB iPhone 5 on iOS 9.2.1. This one's one of my favorite iPhones. It's in very, very good condition. I got it for $30. I actually did an unboxing, so if you want to see that, link is down in the description below. But yeah, let me put in my passcode real quick. Alright, and as you can see, here I'll show you in the settings. It wants me to update, but I don't want to. It's a 16 GB iPhone 5 on iOS 9.2.1. Works totally fine. Most of the wear is up on the top, as you see. But there's like none really on the housing, or like on the rest of the housing, compared to the top. So I don't know why most of the wear is up on the top, but it's whatever. But But yeah, it's a fully working iPhone 5 on Sprint, iOS 9, which is cool. I love seeing iOS 9 on these older devices. It's really nice. I don't know. Really fast, too, so that's cool. But yeah. And last but not least, we have my iPhone 6. This is a 16GB iPhone 6 I got from my mom for free since she upgraded to the X, or the 10, whatever you want to call it. I call it the 10, but most of you guys call it the X, I believe. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, this one works totally fine. It's on 11.3, I believe. Let me see. 11.3. And there's 5 gigabytes available. That scares me. I need to get rid of some crap. Anyways, it's fully working. I have a bunch of apps on here. That's about all that I use, really. Other than that one my brother used, with his VR headset thing, Jurassic World headset. I don't know what it was. But, yeah, it's fully working. Very nice. Has a good housing. Other than some, little nicks on the side. On this side, you can't really see them, but they're all over. Yeah, now you can see them. But yeah, other than that, it's not bent. It's never had a screen replacement, never had a battery replacement. Battery still lasts a long time. There's nothing wrong with this phone. It's perfect, really. Honestly, it might need a housing replacement soon, but I don't need to replace it right now. I have a mint condition housing, but I don't want to swap the housing because then it'll have a different IMEI on the housing, and yeah, I don't really want that. But yeah, this one's actually my main phone right now. So yeah. Anyways, now is a good time to end off the video. So please make sure to comment, leave a like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.